To clean or not to clean? That is the question. There's more to cleaning your plants than you think, so stay tuned to find out. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me again. And today I thought I would do something. So I'm sitting in my office all day long and I have this one beautiful plant staring at me with very dirty leaves. Today what I thought I would do was talk to you a little bit about cleaning your leaves and why there's kind of more to it than what you normally hear. Share how I do it. And yeah, so we'll go from there. So to kind of start things off, usually Mondays are my watering day. Now that doesn't mean I water every single plant I own, because it also depends on if they need the water. But that is my main watering day. And with probably over 100, I have definitely over 100 plants. So I'm not up in the 300 league, but I've got over 100. I actually do the trip to the tub. They all get hosed down every week when I fill them. And because I've mentioned this before, the shower hose that we have is filtered so that they're always getting filtered water. I don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I've forgotten water to Calathea with this kind of water. And because our tap water here is really, 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 really bad. So this is what I do every week. And lately though, and just to clarify that a little more, not every plant goes in every week. My snake plants back here, they're usually like once a month. So I'll have it, I might split it up into a couple days and then do all my kind of snake plants, ZZ plants, stuff like that. They'll go in the tub, and because I let them dry out practically like to near completely. I don't know why I can't talk today. I'm going to try and start this over. I let them dry out completely. And then once a month, I will throw them in the tub and completely wash them through, fertilize the whole 9 yards, and then they're good. So, but then there are also the ones that typically just kind of get forgotten. I have been experiencing mealybugs recently, and I don't know where they're coming from. I very rarely get past, knock on wood. I've been very lucky. But I couldn't figure it out. And my serendipity, which just kept getting them, and I mentioned in a couple videos, my palm and whatnot. And so those were kind of plants that I weren't taking into the showers. First off is what I realized, where I was just being lazy, like the ones in the kitchen, I just water them in place. So there's that. And then I had a papyrus that I was overwintering, and we're so close, this close to spring, right? Getting outside. And I had no idea. They were swampy. I just kept throwing water in there. Sometimes it had fertilizer, sometimes it didn't. I was just trying to keep it alive till I could get it back outside. And it sat beside my serendipity. And I went, all of a sudden, I happened to take a look and it was covered. So out the door she went. Luckily, the temperatures are at a point where she should be okay. I don't think we're dipping too low. But at this point, I don't know that I'm worried about it. I just had to get her out because she was literally covered. So I am going to treat her. It was supposed to rain, and I wanted to see how much the rain would get rid of them, and then it didn't rain. So I'm going to get out and I'm going to treat her. And she should be fine because the temperatures are going up enough that she'll be good. Give her an early start. So yeah, so that was that. But another thing I happened to realize was the plants that I moved into Leca, I wasn't taking to the tub anymore. Now I guess I can. You fill it up and you go. But I didn't realize how different it was. Like the leaves are a lot dirtier than I'm used to, which, you know. So today I thought I would show you how I clean my plants. And I was going to pull out more than what I have here, but I realized I've randomly been doing it over the last little bit. So looking around, I had nothing to clean. This is my peace lily. I've had her for last summer, year and a half maybe. She's absolutely beautiful. And I love her. She goes out, she sits under my gazebo in the summer. Same with my domino. This is, she is stunning. You can see it's almost like crepe paper, the texture of their leaves. They're just stunning. And I've had her probably 5 months maybe. I haven't had her as long. She's actually grown a lot since I got her. And so with these two both, what I was finding was, especially in the winter with the heat, I wasn't getting them enough water. And she was a bit root bound. I will not lie. She was a bit root bound. And so every time I turned around, she was drooping. So I said, okay, you know what? We're going to get you in Lekka. And she's been or not Lekka, sorry, Pond. She's been so happy ever since. But she has I don't even know if the camera will pick up how dirty she actually is. And she gave me a flower. Can you see the flower? So I thought today I would I don't know if I'm going to actually sit here and clean all of her leaves while I'm talking to you. But I thought we could talk a little bit about why, why we should be cleaning our leaves. And it's more than just the normal to me. I guess I don't know. I probably am not the only one that looks at it this way, but usually when we talk about cleaning our leaves, we focus on, photosynthesis for sure, right? You want to clean the leaves so that they are able to absorb as much of the sun as possible, as much as the light. Clean leaves also keep bugs at bay, right? And those are the two main reasons, I think. Am I missing anything? That people, the reasons why you should clean the leaves. Besides, it just makes them look prettier, right? But the one reason I really love cleaning my leaves is because it's, okay, this is going to sound a bit corny, but it's like one-on-one time with your plant. I don't know about you, but when you have, I've got like over 100 plants. I can't even imagine having more than that right now. But watering day is watering day. You're literally picking them up and throwing them in. Yes, I'm kind of looking at them to make sure there's nothing on the leaves, there's no bugs, yada, yada. But you're not really looking at them. You're not really seeing what they're doing, how they're growing, the new growth, So I find when I'm cleaning leaves, I tend to see so much more of my plant than when I'm just kind of giving it a quick bug inspect or throwing it in the tub or even just watering it. So to me, that's extremely valuable because you kind of can see, like I was saying, like this guy here, I don't see on a normal basis. He's got 1, 2, 3 new leaves already coming in right now. 3 new leaves coming in. Which when he's just sitting on the desk and I throw water in, I might notice one from sitting there, but you don't look at them as much. And at the same time, I will tend to clean it up. One of the big things, and I don't have a lot of debris in pond, but I always keep my soil clean. So I'll pull out any dead leaves, any kind of debris, because bugs like that too, right? That's where they're going to lay their eggs, especially in any kind of soil mixture or whatever. So I always keep that clean and free. And just sitting here doing this, like cleaning the leaves, trimming off any of the brown, like these little baby leaves. I don't know if you can see them on here. They're browning, but like they're original leaves. You can see that. So I'll just trim those off. And then it's just, it's just a nice time with my plants. So how do I clean my leaves? Well, you can easily do just water and just rinse them off, or do like I do in the shower. That keeps them clean. The one, I haven't really used any other product, but the one that I do use is the neem oil. I hate the smell of it. I won't lie, a lot of people don't like it. But when I clean my leaves, I've used it on every single, I've never had an issue with it hurting any of the leaves. I found it acts as like, I'll even spray like the base of the plant, like in the soil and stuff. It acts as a deterrent, right? It's a maintenance item as well. But when I do have any pests like the mealies that I've been kind of fighting off, I find it really does work to get rid of them. And it's a natural way to do it. So that's basically it. I take my neem oil, I have my glove, and my spray bottle, and I just use, I don't know, I kind of guesstimate maybe a tablespoon to this bottle. And this bottle generally lasts me quite a while. Now it's pretty gross, and you definitely want to wash your hands right afterwards. And then all I do is spray. So usually what I do, I feel like I'm talking in circles today. Like I have a million things to say and I'm kind of just not getting any of them out. Okay, so usually all I do is I tend to spray towards the plant because then any extra is going on there anyway. And I will find a starting point that I will remember. And I'll just, and I'll just gently wipe the leaves. What I find it does is it also kind of being, besides clearing the bugs and cleaning the dust off, makes the leaves so much shinier and nice. And you're not using that horrible, I don't know what it's called, that shine spray. That's really, oops, I just ripped the leaf. That's not good. It kind of clogs the pores. This doesn't do that I've found. And I've been using this for about 2 years. So on every plant, including my monster here. These guys I just did the other day because I actually realized I hadn't cleaned them since I got them. So I've been randomly going around and just like, I'll sit down, that meme that's out there, 20 years ago, this was me getting ready to go to the club and this is me now on a Friday night. Yeah, that's me. I will sit down and I'm more than happy just to sit here and look at and clean these leaves. Crazy what happens. Yeah, so literally this is all I do, and I just go through and I will wipe them all down. And then once I'm done cleaning all the leaves, I will then go through and kind of spray the stalk, the stems and everything, spray down to the bottom just to make sure, clean out any old sheaths and whatnot that might be in here, any browning. And that's what I do. So again, the reason, the big reason obviously is pests and light, photosynthesis. It's just better, healthier plant. But really, when you have a lot of plants and it's not always feasible to get them in the tub, or even to take a look, right? You're trying to get everybody watered as quickly as possible on a normal basis. So you're not really taking a good close look at your plants. So I would suggest, whatever you choose to use, even water. These gloves are fantastic. Fantastic. And just sit down and just, whether it's water or neem oil mix or whatever kind of leaf cleaner that you prefer, just take the time. It helps you see them. It's like a spa day for your plant. Actually, Castile. is another one I'm going to get to. It's supposed to be really good. Some people prefer it because it smells better than neem oil. But yeah, that is my gist for today. So I will clean these guys up and they'll be all pretty for the houseplant tour that I will be starting soon, actually. Yeah, I'll be starting soon this weekend. The temperatures are starting to creep up now. I am antsy, but I'm not going to get these guys outside yet. But there will be some. The ones that I've overwintered, some of my colocaceous, my red one that I can't, Mandevilla, those kind of, I might, because the temperatures are teetering between 8 and above, more so above. So those ones I'm going to say, you know what, we're going to risk it. And if it gets cold, I'll watch the weather. I'll throw them in the shed for the night and they'll be fine. But before I get these guys outside, and I'm going to kind of take you through a document because we're going to be getting the gazebo up soon. And I have to figure out, I've lost all my shelving. On my last gazebos, I had corner that I could put corner shelves up. So I had lots of like space and perfect for these guys or any of the shade loving plants. This one is just the 4x4 legs. So I don't have anywhere to connect to hook up my shelvings. That's going to be a challenge, but we are going to be putting that up. And then I start thinking about who's going out and who's going to be where. And I will probably take you along in bits and pieces. I might just film it in pieces and then put it all together into one video. I don't know yet, or I'll break it up. I don't know. But back to my point. I am going to be doing a houseplant tour so that it's been a year since I've had a tour on this channel. Wasn't that great either. And I want to document what the plants look like, say now, and then again in the fall. So I might do another houseplant tour in the fall after I bring everybody back in and put them where they need to go. Kind of the plan. So that being said, I have rambled on enough. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you get the time and take the time to spend just cleaning the leaves. So instead of looking at it as a chore, look at it as just a way to have some one-on-one quality time with your plant, because it's hard to do. It's hard to find. And then you really appreciate the plant, right? It's not just a beautiful thing sitting in a corner that you look at. You actually appreciate it. All right, I'm done. Have a great week. Thank you so much for joining. If you like the video, please let me know below. Leave any comments. Let me know how you clean your leaves. Let me know whatever what you use to clean them. If you have any other ideas on what cleaning leaves actually does, like, you know, I'm just going to stop because I'm not making any sense. Have a great week, guys. Thank you so much. And I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.